Rich the Geek, présenté par Centre Hi-Fi Groupe Select de Sainte-Agathe.
Centre Hi-Fi Groupe Select, électronique, informatique, domotique.
Le monde a besoin d'un autre Iron Man. Je suis qu'une araignée qui arrête des criminels.
T'es doué, Parker. Le monde a besoin de toi.
Je crois que Nick Fury vient de prendre le contrôle de nos vacances.
C'est super!
It's a few months after the events of Endgame, and I think everyone is still kind of in that denial phase of, the implication and the ramifications of what's happened. Because if you really did disappear and come back for 5 years, that's not something you get over in 5 months. And that's also not something you come to term with in 5 months. So I think at this stage, our heroes and our cast are still very much kind of a little bit taken aback by what's going on, and Peter Parker especially.
It's like it leveled up in
For sure. I think there's like twice as many action sequences.
Isn't
And there's never a dull moment, is there?
No, there's always
never a
something
moment
going
like watching where you're like, oh, this could be a bit shorter. But it's amazing.
I think he's really like jealous, but
Yeah.
like in a really funny way because he really, I think what made him feel special was that he was the only one that knew.
Yeah.
And like he kind of thinks it was something that's been taken away from him. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't hate MJ. I mean, like, they all love each other, so I don't think there's any way that he'd like...
Yeah, it seems like when you guys were on the bus and you did the FOS thing, that like, you guys,
had a moment.
You guys have become a team.
Yeah, it wasn't
He
like...
accepted it.
Yeah, it wasn't like, no, like, I don't want you a part of this, so...
If you had to bring in one more cast member to the FOS group, who would it be?
I don't know, man. I feel like the obvious answer would be like Tony.
I think Zach would be a
But
good
Zach would be
to bring
like...
in.
Zach would probably kill the game, you know?
Yeah, Zach would be
know
really
Zach.
good to bring in.
Yeah, so not Tony,
Yeah.
but Zach.
So in this film, you'll see him learn and grow and realize that he has to step up, and this responsibility is bigger than just his vacation. So he grows up a lot in this film and takes on the mantle of an Avenger for the first time, really.
Well, I loved the first film, and I loved the tone of the first film, and I thought that Jon Watts had made a great film inside such a huge world, inside of a world that had been done so often and people had become familiar with. It was art, like a completely new take. I love that so many of the characters were so relatable, and they all were full of complexity, which is very hard in a film like this. And when he came to me and said, he introduced this idea of Mysterio, I thought, well, isn't he a bad guy playing a villain and this and that? And he said no. And I thought, oh, that's an interesting take. And I just loved his take on Mysterio and his relationship with Peter Parker and Spider-Man, that they team up together and that they're friends, and that they share a similar history, and that's how they get so close so quickly. And I was really in that journey. I didn't realize how intimidating the journey would be or how big this movie was going to be until I came on set the first day. And I think that there's a way in which a very fun improvisational style that a lot of these movies are made with that I started to have to get familiar with over time. And I love improvisation, I love that, but I was still trying to work out the character in the midst of it. So yeah, I was intimidated by it, and I was also excited by it, but I was also surrounded by a group of people who were very loving and inclusive and allowed me to sort of slowly warm up into the process. In truth, when I first put it on, I was like, is this right? You know, it felt kind of great, but it was also like, is this cool? Like, and then I realized, particularly because the Mysterio costume is full with a lot of, you know, there's a fishbowl helmet and there's a history of the costume being this way or that way. I think a lot of people were really waiting to see what it would look like, but it is so beautifully crafted and so meticulously done. It's a really work of art. And it was incredible to wear that on my body. It gave me more than half of my character and a tremendous confidence in this scene in this world. And all of a sudden, everything made sense when I put it on. I mean, this world he knows so well. And in a lot of ways, he created this world as a character. And then I think also he's been in so many of these movies that it's second nature to Sam. I've actually known him for many years, so it was really wonderful to be able to sit with him in a scene and work with him just a bit. And he's wonderful. He's just a pro, you know, and at ease, and coming up with ideas and things and improvising in a way that I was in awe of. And he's wonderful.
Tu as des dons, Parker. Stark t'a choisi. Alors, tu vas te lancer ou pas?
Partout où je vais, je vois son visage. Il me manque énormément.
Si Tony a fait ce qu'il a fait, c'est qu'il savait très bien que toi, tu serais là après son départ. T'aimes le costume?
Il est quand même un peu serré au niveau du lance-toile.
Parker.
D'accord, je me tais.
Rich the Geek, présenté par Centre Hi-Fi Groupe Select de Sainte-Agathe.
Centre